Welcome back, Divine Feminine. We're here to cover your energy and bold updates coming through for you. So, for those of you that don't know, I am your guide, Yildiz from Yildiz Readings. We are going to channel your energy this week and what I see coming through for you. And if there are additional messages, we will look into it regarding your counterpart. Okay, so we have been swapping back and forth. We have been looking at both sides of the story. Definitely over the last few weeks, some very strong messages have been coming through in relationship to your counterpart energy within the connection. Now, this week in the mix, the first message I was getting is that you know what you want. When you know what you want, you fight for it. And so with this indecision, with these insecurities, with all the shadow work you've been moving through, there can be particular zodiac signs that are exhibiting this more strongly. Regardless, it is something of a level and a layer that I feel Divine Feminine is moving through. I do feel there's a purpose to this, and I think there is a time and a place to be gentle, and there's a time and a place to go for it. And I feel you're really gauging the context of this. Your guides are also saying that this has been written in the stars. This path you have been destined for. This path you will be extremely powerful within. You know, so all of what you feel at times spiritually that has been taken from you, it's also given you a great deal of gifts, and it's also starting to give back to you now. We do see you coming through the gate with this understanding, almost listening to your guides, hearing and wondering. And it's almost like this internal feeling can be something's coming in. This could be your counterpart energy. This could be a shift in the path. And I feel you're really listening to the signature. For some of you, this info could have really kind of dimmed down and it might have gone stagnant for a little while. But for many of you, it can be bouncing back up again as we're moving towards the end of the year. And I feel it's really key for you guys to really internally listen to that vortex, because it will give you the signals. I feel for some of you, it is going to feel as though this path is changing direction. Some of you might have prematurely felt an energy coming towards you and it's died down. They're also referencing there's a strong possibility that this person may move towards you. So trust your instincts with it. They're also saying that you are going to know when to go. You're going to know when to move. And the people that are meant to move towards you, they're going to be there in divine timing. There can be some sense of an understanding, especially within the union energy. And they're making a very strong reference of that. They're saying that, yes, both of you will have a soul path to walk together. And, you know, that of what you're going to be doing together is more going to be, it's almost like sometimes we can hear that there's the soul calling between both parties, but it's more inadvertently the healing that you both go through projection, the mirroring, the running, the chasing. It's like who you on the other side of that become is the signature of your personality traits, your skill sets. And it's then that you're going to be in that collaboration energy. It's then that it's more, your path is going to be, in a sense, rewritten. And the people and the roles that you're supposed to be taking are going to be shown to you. And it might not feel that your path is set for luck, but it is when you have information. And you will look at it differently. And they're saying not to question that, to trust the process. Even if you feel your patience is very thin, even if you feel that, you know, time is running out, and are you going to be ready? Are you going to be ready for this union? Are you going to be open to it? Has time run out? They are saying that there is a lot shedding at the moment. There's a lot dying off. There's a lot closing out. And not to look at this as a negative thing, but to look at it as when something is being rebirthed. You know, whatever is moving out is because it is clearing the deck for this brand new chapter within the cycle. And I very much do believe that this can link to your counterpart energy. Now, in the context of the romantic connection, we are going to look down the rabbit hole about how this is playing out for the joint connection. Now, for the joint connection, I'm definitely feeling, again, I do feel there can be this pushback. There could be for some of you, especially in communication, a very bold statement being made via text, via your kind of psychic energy, where you're saying it to this person, look, I'm bloody ready. Things need to get a move on. We're running out of time here. and it needs to shift. This also can be your demeanor and attitude, going out and knowing what you want, having the courage and actually sticking up for yourself and saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, and this is the direction I'm going. And I feel some unfinished business in the context of the connection. Now, when we have unfinished business, 9 times out of 10, we can feel as though it's almost like, oh crap, are we going to go through another ascension process? But no, this is more to do with the journey, to do with collaboration, to do with the connection and the luck surrounding it. And I do feel luck is changing in your favor, even though it has felt like a push-pull dynamic and your patience has really worn thin. If some conflict is coming up around that cycle, especially for those of you in communication, I feel it's the catalyst to change, and I feel it could be this push come to shove frequency. And again, something is being moved by the wayside that should have been done so a while ago. And I feel it's the courage. It's like both of you don't want to say what you already feel. And, more than words, it's like you know what you need to do. You know what needs to be said. And it is going to be about both parties being transparent and honest to each other, not moving through the wounds, getting angry at each other, but rather really being open and expressing it. And I feel it does take, they've got the notion of it takes two to tango. If two people here are being stubborn with communication, then, it can feel almost like you're having to confront your fears that something's over, especially with this coffin energy here. But both of you are feeling the same thing, so I don't feel either or here in the mix are really letting this go, even if you are, feeling pulled. Now, it could be that there is a chance meeting. This can also be through family and tribe. For some, it could be they're trying to set you up with somebody else. There is another message where it could be that this person is actually wanting to come to your house, and you're thinking, well, it better not be on a particular date. That could be, like a special date, a special key date. It's almost like you're wanting it to happen before them. And, feel free to tell me what that key date is, Divine Feminine. It could be very specific to you. I do think this person is wise, and I do think they have that emotional intelligence about it. They're just feeling that, it would be a mistake if they turned up on a particular date, but they are really wanting to move towards you to have a solid chat. Whatever these cross wires are, I feel it's important to lower your guards, to lower your swords. And I do feel this conflict is going to be resolved, and there can be an ending and a rebirth. But I do feel the Divine Feminine is going to be bold in articulating that what they want to end, where they believe the problem is, and what the solution is. Now, don't forget to pay attention to our blogs, because we do regularly drop some updates, especially in the context to any of the webinars or the changes happening on the website, any sales we have, etc. Our booking page is still open. It will be filling up fast the closer we get to Christmas, so grab your booking as soon as possible, especially around the silly season. If you do want to get onto the network before the end of the year, jump on and sign up, as we will need added support towards that. We do have the landing page for it with all the sign up information. Otherwise, I will see you next week for the masculine, feminine, and karmic, and any of the evergreen coming in 2026. Take care, and I'll see you soon.